Hi YouTubers, it's Evan in the next video around, so important announcement. It's going to be a very special video. So today and tomorrow is 1 year on the gluten-free diet. So I've been on the gluten-free diet, big ass gluten for life, for exactly 1 year. So tomorrow will be technically 1 year, but today is 52 weeks, so pretty amazing. I want to spend maybe 2 or 3 minutes talking about this, not going to make this video too long. First off, the biggest thing I can notice in the last year or so is more going to the bathroom. You've seen all my gluten-free vlogs for the last year or so, and the last year exactly. So definitely more going to the bathroom, more output in the colostomy bag. Also, my mood is a lot better, though that's hard to tell whether that's coming from medication, being on the Depakote now for over a year, the higher dose of medication for my bipolar symptoms, or whether that's related to the gluten-free diet. Because my doctor, nice big-ass doctor for life, he kind of advertised the diet. I don't want to say, I'm not trying to be rude to him, but I'm not going to use his name, obviously, but he kind of advertised the diet as like, kind of like a wonder cure, and honestly, I don't feel like a hell of a lot more different. I mean, do I feel a lot better compared to a year ago? Yes, hell yes, because a year ago when I was on my lower dose of medication and I was going up and down on medications, I was all, hyped up and manic. So definitely I feel a lot better. I mean, I feel a lot better compared to even a year ago when I was on my higher dose and I was still very, very shaky. So, but it's hard to tell whether that's related to my medication really sinking in after a year or whether that's related to the gluten-free diet. I mean, my doctor, nice big-ass doctor for life, he kind of really advertised the gluten-free diet as like a wonder cure, and I hate to kind of sound like a dick, but it's kind of like, I don't feel like a totally different person. He said there's this one person who was on the gluten-free diet, and when they took her off the gluten-free diet, she was delusional. It's like, no, I don't feel that different. I feel a lot better, but I think it's mainly related to my medication, not related to the gluten-free diet. The second thing is my overall mental health has gotten a lot better. So in the last year, my mental health has gotten a lot better. So, I mean, if you look at my videos even a year ago, I was still very hyped up, very shaky, and that was mainly because about a couple of years ago, almost 2 years ago, I had started to titrate down on one of my medications for my bipolar symptoms, and it was a very bad mistake, and I really regret it. It ended up, really hurting me in the end. So, but back to the celiac gluten-free diet, my other doctor, nice big-ass doctor for life, has really said, yes, all your blood work came back normal, your endoscopy came back normal, all your levels for your gluten are fine, you are doing wonderful with the diet, so, good for that. So I'm happy that one of the biggest benefits of doing the diet, probably the biggest benefit for me, because I'm asymptomatic celiac, which means I don't have any symptoms, is I can sleep well at night knowing I'm not doing any damage to my small intestine. So prior to doing the diet, I always had to worry about the possible risk of small bowel cancer, osteoporosis, infertility, dental enamel defects, etc. So I can sleep well at night knowing that my small intestine is healing, and the longer I'm on the diet, the more it's healing, the more it's starting to recover, and that's something I can really, really benefit from because, long-term there's risk of cancer, there's long-term risk of osteoporosis, and, reproductive problems, that kind of stuff. So that's one benefit, so the biggest reason I did the diet. Also, generally when you do your body before you turn 35 or 40 is kind of like your go-to pass. Not saying there aren't people who are, younger than 35 or 40 who have health problems, but generally, unless you're like 450 pounds, you're a big-ass man like a big-ass cigar, generally, it's like when you do your body before 35 is kind of like your free pass. So, not to encourage people, this is obviously for adults. Big-ass cigar for life. And I feel good on the diet. I feel like it's my normal. So, I am committed to the diet lifelong. I'm definitely going to do the diet for the rest of my life. I will continue to do weekly updates, so every week, week 53, 54, 55, etc. So, I mean, again, it's like, I don't feel a total difference. I mean, again, going back to what my doctor, next big-ass doctor said, is compared to what he was saying, like, oh, you're going to feel like a totally different person. No. I don't feel like a totally different person. I feel a lot better, but I think that's mainly related to my medication really sunk in after 6, 9 months, a year, etc. So now some people are going to like, well, don't take your medication, it's bad for you. Whatever, it's just BS. So it's like at a certain point, I think mainly the reason I'm feeling a lot better is because my medication has sunk in. The other thing is, I think there is some benefit to doing the diet mentally. I mean, I feel some difference, But compared to what my doctor was offering, like, you're going to feel like a totally different person, no. So it's been a year on the gluten-free diet, pretty amazing. I'm committed to the diet lifelong. And give me thoughts, bye. Big ass cigar fly, big ass gluten for life, bye. Hopefully do more gluten-free vlogs, bye.